Hey everybody, this is Dustin, your RV Specialist. So today we just had a unit come in, and they're originally coming in to have us do the step brackets for the recall. And on their way in from their last vacation, they ended up having the whole front of the roof blow open. So we've got some pictures and some other videos of that that's going to be out soon. We'll show you that. And then as we turn into the insurance to do the roof replacement, we'll show you that and all the tricks. But also while he was here, we were discussing about how often we keep seeing failures on these MoRide CRE 3000s. And so he was interested in the past of doing the Roadmaster Kit. So he actually approved us to go ahead and do the Roadmaster Kit. So just give you a quick, rundown. The guy's got it all jacked up on stands and all that fun stuff. But they, everything's all supported. But we're replacing all the suspension, the CRE 3000s. What we see, in case you're asking, like, hey, well, what does go wrong with them? What happens is they can only pivot so much. And I don't know if this is just a thing in our area because it's California and the roads are rough. But as these guys, pivot back and forth, it typically cracks the housing on the side of those. And then when it spreads it out, we also keep seeing ones that come in where they're, either the bushings are shot and it's kind of ate away at the actual bolt that's holding it. But it keeps causing these to spread open, and then it shears off the bolt, and these get all loose inside, and it'll just break right off and fall off. So they've changed those since then because we wrote some articles and videos on them. And I'm not sure if it's because we did that, but we've reported it to them many times, and so they've corrected that. But we've still seen even some of the new ones come in with issues as well. So anyway, stay tuned for more. We're going to be doing a Roadmaster Comfort Ride Kit on here. I think the guys got some of it pulled out of the box right now and are getting ready for it. When we do that, we're doing all new rough country U-bolts. Yeah, here's where the guys are getting everything all set out. They're getting all the bolts and brackets and spring brackets and all the instructions for it and everything all laid out. Here's going to be the new U-bolts. We actually increased the size of the U-bolts. We put a heavy duty bolt on. So, and then there's Adam going back underneath it. He's continuing to take it apart. So, oh, you already got one of the apparatuses all stuck up there, huh?
Yep, I just drilled the holes. I got it looking pretty good and pretty even. And then we're gonna go and send those up through the
frame and get it all mounted down.
To start with, when you're doing this, you gotta obviously
have a pilot hole, and then
pilot. And then use your big one to go through, and then you're going to send this little guy through, and it's going to keep this nice and tight and just make sure it's even.
Yep, very cool. All right, well, we'll let Adam continue doing what he's doing. I'll get out of your hair before you start using your impact.
No problem.
All righty. So anyways, this is a 2021 that was built in, looks like August of 21, so I'm not sure if it's actually considered a 22 or not, but the guys are getting that suspension on. So if you haven't heard more about that suspension, check out our other videos and articles on it. Basically, with having that center in there, that keeps the springs and stuff from swaying and the axles from wiggly waggling around. You go from pretty much from having 16 moving parts down to 4. And this was a ST310 GK if you needed the model number of that Solitude. So, but pretty much I don't even know how many we've done now. 300 plus maybe in the last 5 years or so. Sometimes we'll do 1 a week. Sometimes we'll do 3 a week. It just depends. So, but okay, we'll stay tuned for more. And like I said, check out that other video. It'll tell you more of the explanation on it, information. Springs are lifetime warranty. The shocks are lifetime guaranteed. They tell you that the tires, no matter what brand of tires you have, it'll help increase the tire life by 25%, if not longer. Some people have said 30, 40, but it basically is now keeping it in a true alignment. So, all right, thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Dustin, your RV Specialist.